There are two types of men. There are those that like to learn from their elders, where they can say, hey, you know, an older guy can tell you, hey, do this, don't do this, boom. And then there are those that just like the school of hard knocks. It's the only way they can learn is through experience. And we're about to see somebody who's going to learn hard-won experience today. Why is it that people like to mouth off all the time? You know, it's because they get away with it. See, that's the problem. The problem with our society today is oftentimes you can get away with being extremely rude to somebody because there's really no repercussions. And what do I mean by that? I just mean that because society is polite, because especially something like the U.S. is so litigious, meaning legal, that oftentimes rude people get away with it because they realize, like, if they act tough or they act aggressive, most of the time people will back down. Well, you're about to see a situation where a young man goes around and he's talking smack to an awful lot of people, and then there's just that one guy that doesn't really play the game. And again, it goes from antisocial aggression to asocial violence like that. All right, let's go ahead and watch this.
You right now, puppy. You are puppy.
All right. And you see him, he's going around talking smack to everybody. These guys are just kind of ignoring him. He's telling everybody that, hey, he doesn't care. He's ready for anybody. But notice, he's backing off. Then he comes up. I love to see it dance. Now watch this. He's going right up, and this is the wrong guy. Boom. Look at that. Look at that hit. That's just that quick. Okay, so let's play it again. Okay, look, he's all wound up. He's not even, this kid's standing still. He does not understand what he's just done. This individual is not playing the game anymore. He's coming in. He's going to just shut him up. Why? The kid keeps talking, and he headhunts him. He does a nice little hook here. Let's watch it hit. Boom. Look at that. Okay. So what's there to learn from this? One, shut up. Now, again, I show stuff like this, and I know, you know, the majority of us are all adults. And you're saying, well, Tim, I wouldn't do anything like this. And I understand that. This is a scenario with a bunch of teenagers. But I have seen plenty of scenarios with people in their 50s arguing over parking spaces, or arguing and getting angry over something on their lawn or some ridiculous thing. So please don't judge just the fact that it's teenagers. I've seen grown men do stupid stuff like this and push it to the point to where the other person just responds without warning and uses violence. And that's just it. You never know who you're talking to. You know, the thing that I always tell people is when I am out and about in the real world, surrounded by people I don't know, I treat everybody like they're 6 seconds away from a shooting spree. So how would you talk to somebody that might potentially be ready to do a shooting spree? You'd be very nice to them. You wouldn't want to do anything that would trigger them. It's not that you're afraid of them or anything, but you're conversing in a way that is not threatening. You're not buying into their anger. You're not buying into anything. You're just being pleasant during that time. And why are you doing that? Because it placates people. It also causes them to move on. You're no longer a good target for their anger. Why? You're not buying it. Again, if you go the other way, if you participate and you start flapping, you better be able to back it up physically, because you can't pick out who is the guy that's going to respond physically. Just like this kid had no idea. He thought he could just keep yapping away and everybody just back off and let him talk. It's probably happened a couple of times. He's probably gotten away with it before. Okay? So again, just because this is teenagers doesn't mean we adults can't learn from this as well, because we do dumb stuff like this all the time. So again, food for thought. Treat everybody like they're 6 seconds away from a shooting spree. Realize that you do not have to take the bait. And guess what? You're never going to find out whether or not that guy has a really good right hook. Okay? So until next time, stay safe. And if you are ready to start putting together a plan for you and your family to minimize the chance of violence coming in your life, go to surviveviolence.com, give us your email, and we will send you 11 modules right away on self-protection, talking just like I talk in these videos, a lot more in-depth, and put together a program that can help you and your family make sure that you stay as safe as possible in this crazy world. surviveviolence.com.